This is Twit.
But first, a word from our sponsor, the great folks at Bitwarden. You know I love my Bitwarden, the trusted leader in password, passkey, and even secrets management. You know you can store your SSH keys in Bitwarden. In fact, you can even, I love this, you can even make SSH keys in Bitwarden. You could store all kinds of secrets. They make it possible for you to store, for instance, API and S3 secrets, things like that, so you don't accidentally commit them to your GitHub instance. No wonder people love Bitwarden. Consistently ranked number one in user satisfaction by G2 and software reviews, with more than 10 million users across 180 countries and over 50,000 businesses. Bitwarden's password manager can help you with your traveling and make your travels safer and easier. I do this, by the way. Add your passport number to your vault for easy access to tax-free shopping. I actually have an image of my passport in my vault because they often say if you lose your passport, it makes it much easier to get, go to the embassy and get a new one if you've got that image. I have my driver's license, my social security, all my key documents stored in Bitwarden. There's nowhere safer. You can secretly share your hotel or locker code with your travel partner. Here's our hotel information. When you're using an airport or hotel Wi-Fi, you can use Bitwarden to take proactive steps to help secure your data and protect against cyber threats. It's all encrypted, and you only connect to the official airport and hotel Wi-Fi network. Thanks to Bitwarden, you'll immediately be stopped if you try to fill credentials in a phishing form. But do enable autofill for credentials because that is a great convenience. In fact, when you do that, that's one of the ways it protects you because it won't autofill it, even if you think you're in the right spot, if it knows better. Prevent your device from automatically reconnecting to public Wi-Fi. This is good advice by forgetting the network in your device's settings after use. Everybody should do that. That has nothing to do with Bitwarden, just good advice. You might as well, if we're talking about it, other good advice: avoid downloading files, clicking on familiar links, or accessing sensitive personal or work accounts while connected to public Wi-Fi. See, Bitwarden cares about you. They care about you. This is really not anything to do with Bitwarden, just some good advice, right? Students are now spending the majority of their time online. Have you noticed that? Learning, but also, let's face it, socializing, gaming, doing other activities. With all this comes many accounts, many passwords. And, it's sad to say, even if a student knows the security risks, convenience often takes precedence over good security practices. You tend to use the same password again and again. I see it everywhere. But a password manager like Bitwarden can be your savior. It generates a unique, strong password that everybody, students too, can use and access from any device. And by the way, because they're individuals, they can get started for free and use it forever for free. Unlimited passwords, passkeys, hardware keys, the whole thing, all different devices, because Bitwarden's open source. By the way, with cybersecurity skills in high demand, potential employers will appreciate your student as a future employee as long as they have a good understanding of solid password management. I think it's probably good at your interview to mention, yeah, I use Bitwarden. I know as an employer, I like to hear that. Bitwarden's setup only takes a few minutes and supports importing for most password management solutions. Take you no time to get up and running. And as I mentioned, they're open source GPL licensed. That means you can inspect the code. It's right there on their GitHub. And they also pay to have regular audits from independent third-party experts, and they publish the results of that so Bitwarden is done right. Bitwarden meets all the standards: SOC 2, Type 2 GDPR, and HIPAA, CCPA compliant, ISO 27001 2002 certification. Get started today with Bitwarden's free trial of a Teams or Enterprise plan for your business, or as an individual, get started for free across all your devices at bitwarden.com/twit. Bitwarden.com/twit. I am a Bitwarden fan. I stand proud, and we thank them so much for supporting Steve. They're big believers in you, Steve, and I know you're big believer in them too.
I was going to say, you're not alone in supporting Bitwarden.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, it's really good.
The ones we recommend.
I pay my $10 a year. It's free, but you can get a premium membership, and I just like to support them. It just makes me feel good.